Hey guys, this is Andrew Smith from Smith Mission Aviation, and on today's video I just want to talk about why and how airplanes are such an incredible tool in serving missionaries and church planting in very isolated locations. So in order to do that, I thought I'd take you guys up flying with me today, and we're going to go ahead and just talk about, again, why airplanes are just an amazing tool for missions.
Shenandoah traffic, 09 Juliet, taking up runway 23, departure to the north, Shenandoah. And departure is clear. Shenandoah traffic, Skag 09 Juliet is turning left down from runway 23, planning downwind departure to the north, Shenandoah. Hey guys, thank you guys for joining us. So as already said, I want to talk about why aviation is such a great and needed tool in the mission field. One of the things to notice is when we came here to just get in this airplane, we drove on Interstate I-81. And one of the things is in the United States, we have so many roads, the infrastructure is just incredible. Just looking up some facts about the United States versus a place like Papua New Guinea where I grew up and just what I'm familiar with, is the United States has just under 4 million miles of paved road in the entire country, whereas someplace like Papua New Guinea, roads not paved is totaled up to about 12,000 or so miles of road. And you say, well, hey, the United States is a lot bigger versus a place like Papua New Guinea. And when you do the math, it turns out that the United States, for about every square mile, sorry, we're hitting some bumps here. For every square mile in the United States, we have about 1.06 miles of road. Versus a place like Papua New Guinea, for every square mile of Papua New Guinea, you have 0.06 miles of road. There is no comparison. And one of the things when you look at aviation is, for many places in the United States, aviation is nothing more than just a luxury to save time. But when you get overseas in places like Papua New Guinea, it's the only way to get around. In fact, the two largest cities in Papua New Guinea are not connected by any road. There's only two ways to get from one to the other, and that is through airplane or by ship. And so when you start getting into villages that are up in the mountains, that throw ships out of the question, and all you're left with is aviation. And so it is a huge tool in just getting people from one location to the other, which includes church planners, missionaries, and people like that who are trying to spread the gospel, is that they can't get into those locations without aviation. I had the opportunity of going to Papua New Guinea for a couple of months and doing an internship there. And while I was there was a guy that actually hiked into a village. It took him 2 days to hike into a village to preach at a church event that was going on. And while he was there, or actually on the way there, he got really sick. And so we actually ended up having to fly an airplane to go get him out. It took him 2 days to get into this village where he was exhausted and got sick and never able to preach. When we got there, it took us 4 minutes. 4 minutes from the time we took off to the time we landed. It is just such an incredible tool that allows us to get over the problem of not having infrastructure and roads and being able to minister to these missionaries, these churches, give them supplies, give them encouragement when they're struggling, when there may not be many believers in that village. We get to come along and encourage the missionaries and just be able to get in and out with food, or if they're sick. One of the things is, yeah, that guy was able to hike in that village, but he wasn't a pregnant mother or a sick individual that was barely able to move. The airplane is such a tremendous tool and a huge help, and so that's one of the reasons me and Anna want to use aviation to go overseas and serve churches and use aviation to see a thriving church in all people groups.
Shenandoah Valley Regional Airport. Automated weather observation. 1419er. Zulu weather. Wind 19er. 0 at 12. Visibility 10. Clear below 12,000. Temperature 1.
Hey guys, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. I hope you got a little small glimpse of how important and useful the tool of aviation can be in spreading the gospel in isolated locations. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you are interested in following my wife Anna and I as we continue on in our journey to becoming a missionary pilot family overseas, we send out a monthly email newsletter. If you're interested in signing up for that, the sign up link is going to be right below in the description of this video. Also, if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and like it or subscribe it, and it'll just send you notifications for when we upload more as we continue on, as we journey into this process of going overseas. But again, I just want to say thank you for watching this video, and I hope you have a great day.